Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about playing small 3-string triads to open up chord possibilities for you immediately. So hopefully today we're going to open up the fretboard more for you, not only for chords, but for some arpeggios as well. So you won't have to rely on big bar chords or big open chords. First things first, every major scale has 7 notes and then starts over on the octave. Well, on each one of those notes, we're going to harmonize a chord or a triad and show you what each of those are. First, let's look at the major scale we're going to use. We're going to just do it on one single string. So let's go to the 5th fret of the 3rd string. That's a C. And I'm going to play that as my tonic, my root note. So for a C major scale, I begin there and go a whole step up. That's 2 frets. That's my 2nd note. I go another whole step up. Now, when you get to the 4th note, you just go a half step up. So 3, 4 is always a half step. Then the 5th note's another whole step. 6 is a whole step. 7 is a whole step. And then when I get to the 8th note, that's a half step. So that's the octave. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's very important to know because we're going to base each chord off of those notes. So on the first note of this C major scale, we're going to build a major triad, 5, 5, and 3. Then we go to the 2nd note of the major scale right here, and we're going to build a minor triad, and that will look like this, 7, 6, 5. Then we go to the 3rd note, right here, on the 9th fret, and we build another minor triad. And you don't even really have to think about building these, you just have to learn the shapes, and you can apply the shapes very easily. So the minor shape looked like this, right? 9, 8, 7. So it looked just like that one. And we moved it up, we play another minor shape. Now we go up a half step, and we play a major arpeggio. We go up another whole step to the 12th fret, another major arpeggio. Now you see these patterns. Majors look like this, and minors look like this shape. Okay, so we ended up on this G right here, G major chord. Now we go up, and that's our 6th note. Now we go up, I'm sorry, that's the 5th note. Now we go up to the 6th tone, and we play a minor arpeggio. So this would be an A minor chord. Now we go up to the 7th tone of our scale, and we play what's known as a diminished. Looks like this, 16, 15, 13. And basically diminished is when you take a minor chord like this and you flat the 5th. Because this is the root, the 3rd, and the 5th. And then we go up a half step, and we're finishing on the chord that we began, a major. Harder to play up there, of course, but we just want to finish the scale off. So all of these chords are what is known as root position. The root's on the bottom, and then the next note is the 3rd, and then the last note here is the 5th. So it's very simple to follow them. Root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, and so on. So you can see when I take a major chord like this, and I flat that 3rd, it becomes minor. So major, and I go up to this shape, and that's why I've got this finger here, because I want to make that a minor chord. You take a major chord, flat the 3rd, and it becomes a minor. So let's play them all together one more time. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, back to our major. So to practice these small triads, you could certainly just make up a chord progression here. C, E minor to G. Then challenge yourself to play it with these small triads. So this would be C, this would be E minor, and this would be G. Once you start getting these patterns under your fingers and you always know that it's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, back to major, then you can just simply move it like you move your bar chords to play the same song, as it were, but just shift the pattern. So if I want to start here, that's a D, I could just play a D major scale and so on and so forth, and put my major, minor, minor, major, and so on and so forth to play in the key of D. So it's not hard to shift them and to figure out the new key that you want to play in. And once you get these little triads down as chords, then start to play them as arpeggios. And you can start using them in your solos, because if you know this is a C major, and you've got a C major chord going by, and you want to arpeggiate that, you've got it right there under your fingers. Same thing with E minor right here. So they're quick, small arpeggios that you could rely on during solos to sound even better and hit those chord tones. So that's it. Once you get these down, you're no longer reliant on big bar chords or maybe open chords that are 5 or 6 strings. You can play the little triads and maybe fit a little bit better into the sonic tapestry of your band. If you enjoyed today's content, please make sure to click that like button. It really does help my channel, and subscribe to the channel if you will. Also, if you'd like the tab for today's lesson, make sure to click the link in the description below. I'll make sure to put that up there along with a whole bunch of other free tabs that I make available for these online lessons. A great free way that you can support my channel is if you're already shopping for guitars or strings or picks or any other musical gear, go through my Sweetwater affiliate links down below. It won't cost you anything extra, but it does help support my channel in a small way. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.